8:32. Skagit Valley Tulip Festival is well underway, and we had a parade this past weekend and more activities coming up. With an update on the Skagit Valley Tulip Festival, Cindy Verge, the Executive Director of the festival. Cindy, good morning.
Good morning, Glenn. How are you?
Doing fantastic. We had a great time at the parade.
Oh, it was a good day. The sun actually shone on our parade again.
Yeah.
And we had some wonderful entries. I think the impromptu award winner, wasn't that the fish bike?
Yes. And we had there was a little girl in the parade who I believe also won an award.
Because I was at the lineup end of the parade. You were at the grandstand and judging end of the parade. So
yeah, it was, and the turnout, fantastic, as always. Parking at a premium, as always,
Yes,
but that did not diminish the smiles on people's faces as they waited for and enjoyed the parade and promptly dispersed to go do some shopping afterwards. So
yes, I saw a lot of bags going around the town of LaConner, which was nice.
Very, very good. Now, coming up in the Tulip Fest, we have we got the street fair in downtown Mount Vernon. Can you tell us about that?
That's this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And they've got the whole First Street in Mount Vernon, plus a little bit on either end, is full of juried arts and crafts vendors. They've got live music at the stage in Pine Square all 3 days, and it's a great time. Usually about 10,000 people come in. And
10,000?
Yes, over the 3 days.
My goodness.
And of course, that's always impacted a little bit by the weather. So the latest weather forecast was looking actually pretty good for Saturday and Sunday.
Not too bad.
April.
Not too bad at all.
So it'll be a fun weekend, and the tulips will be absolutely gorgeous.
Before we got on the air, I asked you, if you check the Tulip Festival website, tulipfestival.org, there is you can track where the tulips are at. And I asked you just before we went on the air, have we got an update? Do we have some tulips on the radar?
We do have some tulips on the radar. This past weekend we had one field in bloom. Now there's 3 or 4 fields in bloom, and by this weekend I think most of the tulips will have started to bloom.
Excellent.
And that just makes for a wonderful time. They'll be here through Easter Sunday. So get out and enjoy them. And much past Easter, again, you start playing that iffy. We don't know about what's going to happen with the huge fields.
We'll keep our fingers crossed. And again, it's fantastic to see that the tulips are now blooming.
Yes.
The daffodils, always wonderful, but this is called the Tulip Festival for a reason.
Because of those hundreds of acres of flowers that people just love.
Exactly. Also coming up is the Pack Car Open House. This is something I've been to, and it's a real treat. Can you tell us about this?
Well, I can tell you about it. I've never been to it since I've worked for the festival. Because somehow it's always on a really busy weekend. And I often have other things, and PACCAR does a great job opening their facility. PACCAR is a closed facility. It's a test and development center for semi-trucks, and they don't let people in there except for one day during the year, and that's during the Tulip Festival Open House.
The one time that I did go to the open house, and again, it was a blast. But they have on display, you can see some of the technology they're developing. Also, you can see some of the trucks that implement the technology that PACCAR has developed. They're on display for folks to take a look at inside and out.
I understand they have a machine that tests how well the doors open and close. And, And there's an actual track out there where they put semi-trucks through their paces to see how they react to different road conditions.
Didn't see any vehicles on the test track the time that I was there. But
I have a feeling they probably don't do that when the crowds are there.
Perhaps not. But again, that's really, really fun. And that is right around the corner. Also coming up on Saturday, the Tulip Pedal. What is the Tulip Pedal?
It is a bicycle ride to raise money for bike helmets for kids. It's ran by the County Emergency Management Group, and they bring out between 800 and 1,000 riders on Saturday. And you can start riding anytime from, I think it's from 7 a.m. to about 2 p.m. And they have routes marked out. They have a 20-mile route, a 40-mile route, or a 60-mile route.
Wow.
And it leads people in amongst the tulip fields, but obviously for the 40 and 60 mile routes, you have to go further afield than just around the tulips. And people that participate in it just get a wonderful view of the county and get to see a lot of scenery, and it's a lot of fun.
Oh, my goodness. Also, if you have a hankering for some great food, there's the Kiwanis Salmon Barbecue.
There is. They'll be operating through Easter Sunday. They open their restaurant. It's just a one-menu restaurant. They have salmon, baked potato, coleslaw, garlic bread. You get dessert and a drink. For adults, it's $12. They have a smaller size portion of the salmon for $10. And they're operating from 11 to 7 daily. And that's all volunteers.
Wow.
And all the money that they raise go right back to our communities here in Skagit County. And the area Kiwanis groups all kind of work together. And depending on the number of shifts that each Kiwanis group takes for the salmon barbecue, they get a portion of the earnings.
Oh, my goodness. Very nice.
It's very nice.
And the food's great, too.
It is. It's very good.
It's really good. Also want to ask you about the Tulip Trek. That is a new thing for the Tulip Festival.
It is a new thing. What we're doing is encouraging people to go out and enjoy our different events and activities. There's over 40 of them. Mm-hmm. And we've put together a trek for each week of the festival. And if you go out and experience 7 of the 10 things, and it's not hard. It's a salmon barbecue. You get a stamp. You get a stamp for Roosengarda, for Tulip Town. You go out and enjoy that, get your stamps, turn in your form by May 1st at the Tulip Festival office, and you'll get entered to win a prize of over $100 in festival merchandise.
Wow. Now, where can folks get a form?
They can download them from our website. Mm-hmm. tulipfestival.org. That's probably the easiest way. They can stop by our office. We've also posted it on our Facebook site, too.
Excellent. Now, the website is also a great place to, you can download and print out a copy of the Tulip Festival brochure, which has a listing of the events that are going on this month in the Tulip Festival.
Yes, including our grid in the front by date.
Got to check that out.
Color-coded by category, so people can check it out and find out what they want to do on a specific day.
Excellent. Cindy, thanks for coming in, keeping us up to date on what's going on at the Skagit Valley Tulip Festival. Again, it runs all month long. If you'd like to get more information, log on to the Tulip Festival website, tulipfestival.org. You can also get to it from our website, 1340thewhale.com. And what's the phone number again for the Tulip Festival office?
360-428-5959.
There we go. Cindy, thanks again. Do appreciate it. And,
thank you, Glenn.
And we'll do this again.
Yes.